Alright, so here we are. I'm back. Here's our point. Not quite finished yet. I've been away probably about 8 minutes micro flaking, removing flakes from this thing. I've left a couple of ones that I still have to finish back here on the base. I want to take this long flake off of here, but I'll bring this over and show you a close-up and show you what I've done and what I've left at this point. As you can see, here was our original flat side, and I pretty much beveled these edges all the way around. I've taken off a little more than I thought I would, but that, like I said, is the original flat edge. And what I was able to do also is leave some of the cortex side, and you can see the discoloration there from the exposed weather-worn surface. So we've taken that flake, shaped it, sharpened the edges, and was able to leave two faces. That's why we call it flake technology, because it's a point made from the flake. So let's finish this thing real quick. Alright, that's pretty much shaped. Laurel leaf, that would be the shape of the point. That's what it's called. Laurel leaf is the proper name for a point of this shape. And I got it, like I said, I got a platform here. Before I do any more finishing work, I want to take this one last flake off of this base back here before I thin it anymore, as I explained to you earlier. So I've got the platform made right there. I just want to grind it a little bit so I can seat that copper tip on there and push that flake off. Not too much, just a little grinding on that platform, and I'll push this thing off. Push it up here on the side of my pad where I can really support it in this cutout here. So you can hear those cicadas making a noise here in the deep south in July. Alright, there's that one long flake I was talking about. It went from the platform almost all the way across the face, and it took out that one high spot that I was talking about. And I don't know if you can see that out on the camera or not. I don't think the close-up is that close. There's the flake, just fell away, and that removed the high spot that I was talking about. So basically, this point is pretty much done, other than a little edge sharpening. And I'm going to put in a couple of notches in it, just to give you a feeling of completeness here. Like I said, there's still a little more sharpening of edges to be done, but not too much. Be real careful when you're putting these notches in. It's real easy to break those wings off. You should actually use a different notching tool besides your pressure flaker. That helps. So there's a notch. Run that copper through there. Dull those edges a little bit. That way when it's hafted, it's not so sharp. Doesn't cut through the hafting. You can do this with a grindstone. You can do it with your antler, whatever you prefer to use. The important thing is that you grind those edges down in your notches. Some people, knappers, prefer to use sandpaper, but it's up to you. I'm just going to run one more series of flakes down this thick edge, and I think I'll call this thing done. A little grinding. Lower that edge a little. Push off a little series of flakes on there. This Obsidian, you don't have to push very hard either, because on a Mohs scale, a hardness scale, diamond at 10, glass at 1, Obsidian's right down there near the bottom. It's really easy to flake, but that's also a reason that it slivers down so finely and will cut you quickly. I'll take another little flake, a series of flakes off of this side, just to get that rounded edge off a little bit. Probably too much of a perfectionist and should leave it alone. But because I'm doing this video for my buddy and my friend, I want this point to look nice. One more off the tip, right on the end, right there. Take that one more flake off. How many times I've said that? Take that one more flake off. Sometimes that certainly is your last flake. So there we go. Obsidian point from a flake. Flat here, flat here. This is what I call flake technology. And that was simply taking a core of obsidian, removing the flake. That's how the flake laid. How it lied in there the first when it was on, attached to this rock. Removing that flake, making a artifact, a usable arrowhead. This is more apt to be an atlatl point for the size of it. It's quite large for an arrow. This thing is probably 2 inches long by almost an inch wide. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if this is your point, you give me a call, come by and get it. It's from your rock. And I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. David White Wolfe, thanks again for watching.